How's it going today, guys? And welcome back to the Rapway Homestead. Today, we're going to be working on solving a big problem we've got with our ice castle here. So this is a 2014 8x21 hydraulic frame ice castle. It's the RV edition. But the problem we're having, and unfortunately we bought it this way, there's a soft spot in the floor, and we're going to be taking care of that today. I've got a plan put together that hopefully will solve the issue. So let's not waste any more time. I'll show you what we're working with and we'll get to fixing it. All right, guys, so it's gonna be one of them videos. You're gonna have to kind of bear with me here on the camera angles because we're underneath. I have the front tipped all the way down, and the problem we're having is within the back. So if you look right here, it's rotten. And when you walk right here, I can even just do it by hand. You can see the floor flexes a lot. So when we bought it, we walked around everything. We tried to inspect the floor and stomp around, and well, we missed that spot. The first time we went to load up the fridge, this hole is right by the refrigerator. The first time we went to load up the fridge to go fishing, we stepped and we're like, why is the floor bouncy? Well, this is why. So the plan, try to get you a little better angle here, but the plan is going to be, we're gonna run they had some scrap wood screwed around here. And I thought after I pulled that down to inspect what was going on, it was going to get really bad. It didn't make a difference. So the wood they were using was doing nothing to solve it. But here's my plan, and this is what we're going to try to do. So my plan is I've got some 3/4 inch plywood, and we are going to run, I know it's hard to see what I'm looking at here, but here's I already took the catch cover sleeves out, or holes covers out. I'm going to run a whole new piece of 3/4 from this frame rail to that frame rail and go the whole length. And I'm going to screw it up to it. I'm going to screw and glue that all the way up to it, all the way from this frame rail to that frame rail. So this all is going to be new wood under here. We're going to leave this because in order to replace this, I'd have to tear up the whole floor and tear apart the whole fish house, and I'm just not going to do that. So we're going to screw that up, and then once we get that done, I'm going to put in, weld in metal braces going from this brace here, so this is running front to back. I'm going to weld in bracing going from here to there in probably 2 spots. Now that I'm looking at it, we'll probably do 2 spots. Being that this is where it's soft, I might even put one right here, but nobody walks there because that's right by, like, kind of underneath the cupboard. So I'm going to grab a tape measure and let's measure up what we need here and we'll get started. All right, so I went under there and took a measurement. We need a piece that is cut 63 inches long by 20 inches wide. So let's go ahead and get that piece cut. Let's see, there's kind of a crack there. I don't know that I really like this. We'll go this way with it and measure from there. Yeah, let me go ahead and spin this piece of wood so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. We're gonna go 63 inches across here. 63. Measure up a little ways. Roughly 63 and by 20. So it's not a huge piece. And this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. It'll work out good. Snap our chalk line here. We'll go across this way. Here's our 20 mark. Right here. Can't really see my chalk line very well. I don't know why this chalk don't seem to work. I don't know what the deal is. Try that again. Full of chalk, I don't know. There we go. All right. Go ahead and pull our measurement again to make sure we didn't mess that up. That's 20 inches. 20 inches by 63. That'll work. Let's cut her out. Now this one's gonna be a little more fun. This is awkward. I am not a left-handed whoops, saw operator. Okay. Go ahead and pick my new saw up out of the dirt. All right, I'm struggling here. Okay. We'll go back under there, grab some screws, and we'll see if it fits and get it screwed up. All right, so the next plan here, or step, I'm gonna just try to hold it up and put a few screws in it to hold it. And then I'll go up in the fish house and we'll trace the holes out. That way we'll take it back down, put it back on the sawhorses, cut the holes, and then we'll screw it up. So let's see how fun it's going to be trying to hold this thing up here by myself. Take the old hat off. See what we can do here. Well, it looks like it might fit. Hey, look at that, it fits. Awesome, it actually fits really, really well. Okay, now, if I can reach my screws, which, barely. Hopefully these screws don't go up through the floor, or through our carpet, I mean. We're just gonna send a couple in here to hold it. Maybe like 4 of them. I don't want to go too tight because I don't want it to poke through. And these aren't really what's going to hold this here permanently. What's going to hold it this here permanently really is going to be the metal braces we're going to weld under. Ooh, that vibrates a guy's head funny. All right, we'll put one more. Then we'll go up and we'll trace it. And then we'll know where to cut out our holes. Oh, that one's stripped. That's kind of weird. All right, let's go up top. All right, so as you can see, there's our new wood screwed up. So now we'll go ahead and take our marker. And we'll trace where we need to cut. And we'll take it back down, grab our jigsaw, and we'll cut it. Okay, all we gotta do is cut that out. Throw a clamp on here to help it from getting away a little bit. Go ahead and drill a hole or two. Or a few. Okay. All right, so now that we've got our holes cut, I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece over here, which looks like I gotta spin it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a bunch of construction adhesive on here before I put it up to obviously help secure it and to kind of seal it. So we'll go around the holes and then around the perimeter, and then I might kind of put one, kind of an X going through it. So I'm not sure if you guys can see what I'm doing, but sure, if you can't, you can kind of visualize. Nothing too special here. Just trying to keep moisture from getting between the two layers. I'll go around the perimeter here. Next step after this is going to be welding in the braces, which admittedly I'm not too excited about welding right next to this crispy dry wood. I think that might be not a great idea, but I don't really have a choice because I obviously can't get it in once it's done, so kind of just going to have to be what it's going to be. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and screw it down. This is a, well, this is pressure treated plywood, I should mention that. And then this is just an outdoor construction adhesive, they call it. So that should be sufficient. Try to put this over here before I wear it. Okay. All we gotta do is hold this back up and screw her down. And try not to wear this adhesive now. Which is gonna be difficult, I can tell. Alright, this is looking really good though. That's exactly what I had in mind. Holes are cut nice. Let's get some screws in here. Do some real acrobatic stuff here. I'm gonna put a bunch more screws in now that it's permanent. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna find a bunch more screws. Where'd they go? Here they are. Oh, that's not what we want. That almost was bad. That screw is obviously not holding very well. Again, these screws aren't the main thing holding that I'm counting to hold this up. The braces are what's going to be the main thing. Go ahead and put one right next to this guy here. Yeah, making sure they're not coming through the floor, and they're definitely not. I'm trying to get it up nice and tight, though, is the hard part. There we go. That's working out well. Okay. Oh yeah, that adhesive's oozing out, so hopefully that does its job. Put one here. All right, I'm gonna have to crawl out and get some more screws. Okay, now for the metal part. So grab the tape measure. It should be that same 20 inches, but we're gonna go ahead and measure. We're gonna start with the one that's most important, which is gonna go right here. We're gonna run a brace. And I got some angle iron. We're gonna angle it this way, right underneath this hole. So let's see here. I think 20 inches should do it, but we wanna make sure it's like perfect. Yep, 20 inches, maybe a little. Yeah, we're gonna go with 20 inches. So let's go cut a piece of metal. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cut this piece of angle iron. Now this is, I forget the thickness, thick. And the only thing I've got to cut it with is this little angle grinder here with a cutoff wheel. So I'm not quite fully set up for my fab shop stuff yet, but this is what we have. So we're gonna try to make it work. So we're gonna go mark 20 inches. I'll use my square here to get a nice straight line. Probably gonna be straighter than I'm able to cut it, but that's what we're gonna try to cut. That line right there. Got my Raycon earbuds, not sponsored yet. Would love to sponsor Raycon, but they haven't asked. Imagine that. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Grab my sunglasses first too. Well, that worked a lot better than I thought it was gonna. It's a pretty decent cut too. All right, we'll throw the grinder end on that, clean it up, and we'll see how it fits. All right, we're back under the house. Let's see how well this thing fits. Oh wow, it actually fits really good. So it's hard to see, but the tall flat, this is like 3-inch. I'm gonna put on against the floor, and I'm going to pretty much butt this edge up with the edge of the hole, so it's as much support right on that edge as we possibly can. So I'm going to hold it up again, get an idea where I got to grind, and we're going to get to grinding. What if I got my marker? Oh, nope, pen light. Well, this will kind of get us an idea. This isn't going to be the fun part. I'm gonna have to hold that up again. Should have my marker. This area right in here. Let's see. Fits nice and snug. Yeah, that's gonna work. Now let's do the other side. Kind of kills me to grind that galvanized coating away because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to paint this really well, but it ain't going to last forever. But that's what we got to do. Okay, so that's going to work right there. I'm going to go ahead and grab this clamp that I can't reach. And I'm going to clamp that to here so don't try to get away on me. And this is where it's going to be. Let's see here. Oh, it's a little crooked. Try to get this gap right. All right, I'm gonna go get the welder. We'll get the welder all dug out and we'll get back with you once we're ready to start spattering this thing in there. Whew, it is hot out. Wow. All right, so got the welder all hooked up. Now, before you judge my welding, I just got this welder. Well, I've got it for 7 months, but I haven't plugged it in until yesterday. I'm laying underneath fish house, and I have no way to protect my arms or anything. I don't have a welding coat, so I'm going to be trying to kind of just stay back. So there, I got my excuses out of the way right away for these beautiful welds you're about to see. I'm also pretty nervous about doing this. I've got my garden hose here, all turned on, everything obviously. I'm a little nervous about welding right next to the wood here because it's very crispy dry. But I don't really have much of a choice. There's no other way to do it. So I'm just going to be really careful. Probably not spend too much time in one spot. I'll probably do a little weld, move, maybe go to the other side to try not let it get too hot. And then I'm going to be paying very close attention that it doesn't start on fire. So without further ado, let's get it tacked and then we can get these clamp. Well, this clamp's got to stay. It's my ground clamp, but this clamp can get out of the way and we'll see what we can do. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is tack this. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see, but we just gotta make it work. So here we go. Gotta try getting a position I can even do this. Cut my end off here. Okay. Try to kind of roll over. All right, here goes nothing. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, I can't see at all what I'm doing. Ouch, yep. Getting burnt. Ooh, that's not looking too great. I'm also seeing a little more smoke than I like. Boy, that makes me nervous. Well, it's tacked. It's not the prettiest tack you've ever seen, but I cannot see what in the world I'm doing. I'm gonna go try to tack this side over here. The other problem is, oh, one more excuse that I'm gonna throw in here is trying to weld this galvanize sucks. Even though I ground it away, it still just wants to spit and spatter. And now I know you guys ain't gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna try to weld the inside of here because I can kind of get to that a little easier. But yeah, I burnt the crap out of my arm. This is not gonna be fun, but here we go. Don't pay to complain, as they say. And I literally cannot see anything. Oh, this is a struggle. Oh, it's tacked. Not very good. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is a little frustrating, to be honest with you. So I got to get it better than that. That's for sure. The problem is I can't. I don't know if it's a helmet or what. I can't see anything when I'm trying to do this. But I'm going to put the camera down because I'm over messing with that for right now. And I'll show you guys the end result once we get it all welded up. So, all right, guys. Well, both the braces are in. It didn't start out so good. As you can see, it was beyond a struggle. Almost started the floor on fire. That's not good. But talked to my dad and he kind of helped me get some tips to not weld up. You got to weld down. And that was the last weld I did, so it's starting to look better, but it's all solid. The floor feels awesome. So the only thing left to do, I already got it wiped down with some acetone. So the next thing to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint it. And we're going to call it good. The floor feels real, like I said, the floor feels really solid inside. Doesn't sag anymore. Doesn't feel bouncy like it used to. So we'll go ahead and throw some paint around and we'll show you the finished product. All right, guys. Well, there you go. We got some new braces put underneath the floor. As you can see, the floor feels great. Once again, it's nice and solid. We got it all painted up, shouldn't rust up. Once this fish house comes back out of our off-grid property, that'll be, mid-November after deer season here in northern Minnesota. We're going to actually bring it in and get it spray foamed. So we want to get the floor spray foamed so it's a little warmer this winter. But I hope you enjoyed this video. As you can see, I was really struggling with welding. A couple of the tips my dad told me was, and he is a professional, it's what he does for a living. He said, don't ever try to weld up, especially with a MIG welder. He said, you can do it, but basically I can, I don't have the experience to. He said always try to weld down, so that definitely helped. I made a couple of setting adjustments, and yeah, it seemed to help. Still doesn't look great, but it is what it is. It's solid, it's going to hold. It's not really structural, it's just holding up the new floor. So but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. We'll be doing more stuff in the doing some repairs to the fish house here, as well as some camping videos. So until next time, you guys have a good one.